Hello, Stacy. Yeah, well, me too, but it's still not running right. But this is going to have to do for today. Thank you. So what have you been working on all these years that we haven't seen each other? Why is that? You're working on a practice pad. Oh, okay. The last time we spoke, you said you were working from the workbook. What I want to do today is explain again 3 against 2, 3 against 4. Now, I'm in a process of putting together about 90 pages of the stick control book with polyrhythms. It's going to be very interesting and very, very difficult. And the objective of that is to develop your left hand, because I have a lot of students requesting, how do I do my weaker side or my weaker hand or so on and so forth. So my theory on that one, I guess you could say theory, is you play against it. You sit on a drum pad or a snare drum. Hold on, let me get straight. Come on, please. Oh boy. You work on a drum pad or your snare drum, and you sit there, and for example, you do the Stone Killer. I'm just going to do a triplet vamp. So you sit there over and over and over again getting this thing going on. Over and over and over and over again. Now, there shouldn't be a delay. What the hell is going on with this? Is there a delay? It does. It focuses on the weaker side. I was talking to my tech. Now, there's 2 culprits in this. YouTube. YouTube is still up and running. It's not up and running completely. It's working, yeah, there is a delay, but there shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be a delay. Anyway, here's what the problem is. And it's usually on your end. Now, here's what happens. I don't know who your provider is, but you're where? In Virginia? And I don't know what kind of contract you have with the provider. If you have the basic, just getting onto the internet, you're going to get delay. You're going to get buffering. Okay? What's going to happen, you have to upgrade your bandwidth a little bit. You know, they have different speeds. Different companies have different speeds. I have Optimum Line. Okay? It's a good provider. I was fortunate enough in the beginning, when I first, 20 years ago when I got it, I took the highest speed they had. Okay, and it cost me maybe $20 more. But now, if I were to get that, it would cost me a couple $100 more. Too close. So what you need to do is call your provider and get upgrade your modem, all right, and you can barely see the floor. Really, I'm gonna hit the floor. You can't see that. It's on my it's on the screen on this computer, on the computer I'm streaming from. It's crystal clear. You know, the other day I said Tom. All right, the other day Homa came on the site. Really, I don't know why. Here's the snare. Go full screen first. Go full screen, see what happens. Try full screen. Well, that's all you're going to see. 3/4 of it. Go full screen and tell me what you see. I mean, I'm looking at it here. I see the 4 toms and a snare drum, part of the hi-hat, and the ride cymbal. Anyway, you have to get more bandwidth. Like I said, Homa, or Hottie as he calls himself, it was crystal clear. There was no delay at all. Now, do you have an Ethernet connected to your modem? Okay. Do you have an Ethernet connected to your modem, to your computer? Or if you have a router, it has to be connected to the router from the modem to the router, from the computer. You know, I've been going crazy with this. Right now, there's no hesitation here. Tell me, okay, if you have an Ethernet. Well, you're going to have to get an Ethernet and a modem. That's why. That's why you're getting all these problems. You're getting a buffering and you're getting a delay without an Ethernet. An Ethernet, whether you have Wi-Fi or just a regular service, that's fine. It's not just going to work with Wi-Fi. You have to have a modem with an Ethernet wire connected to your computer. You have to get an Ethernet. All right, anyway, I want to do a lesson. I was early. I wanted to see if this is really working. Anyway, he said that it was crystal clear, there was no delay. That's the Ethernet. The Wi-Fi is going to be slow. All right, the weaker hand. Obviously, if you're right-handed, your right hand is stronger. So how do I get my left hand stronger? So you say to yourself, okay, stick control book, the first 2 lines. You're starting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the right is on the downbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Commonplace. Now you go to line 2, which does make a difference. You're doing the left side now. Those 2 lines right there is going to strengthen your weaker side. There's a lesson I'm going to do tonight in the Joe Morello's Master Studies, and it's to strengthen that left side, definitely. But just doing the stick control book that way, the right side and the left side. Vamping 4 measures with the right hand, vamping 4 measures with the left hand is going to equalize both hands. Now, yeah, when you're playing a pattern, like a rock pattern, basic rock pattern, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what's going to happen. Hey, Robert. Did you guys get notification that I'm online on broadcasting? Another thing, Stacy, I'm on Wi-Fi right now. You didn't get it? Oh boy. This YouTube thing is driving me crazy. Anyway, you got the notification. Robert, are you subscribed to my channel? You got to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to it, you will get a notification. And Robert, do you have an Ethernet? You're hooked up from your computer to the modem. Or if you have a router too as well. But you have to have an Ethernet connection. If you're relying just on, you got notification yesterday, you didn't get one today. That's, you know, let's talk about YouTube for a second. YouTube, let's take the whole world. The whole world's on YouTube. What are we talking about? 1 billion people? So what they did is they changed this whole thing. They didn't even send me no notification that they're going to change this. And I went crazy for a week trying to figure it out. I have to get online a different way now to do this. I didn't know that, but I'm doing it. You have an Ethernet or you have Wi-Fi. You connect an Ethernet to the modem. And there should be no buffering, no hesitation. And also call your provider and see if you can get more bandwidth. That's going to help you. You're on Wi-Fi. Okay, that's fine. I'm doing this from Wi-Fi as well. But you have to get more bandwidth. Bandwidth is what I'm doing to you, coming to you, all right? It's going to come to you, but if you don't have enough bandwidth and all the other windows are not closed, you're going to get a hesitation, you're going to get a buffering, you're going to get a delay. So if I were you, I would definitely call and say, listen, man, you know, I'd like to get a little higher speed internet connection, and they'll explain it to you. Well, I guess that's good then. Are you getting the buffering? You getting the delay? Okay. Anyway, what I was telling you, let's go back to the left hand. And it's like what's going to really, really strengthen that left hand is playing against it. Now, I gave you a simple exercise a while back ago, a couple exercises. Playing the eighth notes on the snare drum, okay? And playing all the rights down with the stick control book. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So I'm playing against the left hand. So that's like doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. so on and so forth. That's simple. So let's progress on that. We're going to do 3 against 2. Then we're going to do triplets with the left hand, which is going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to put no accent. I put an accent there. I'm not going to put no accent. 1 and 2 and 3. Now we're going to do 2 with the bass drum. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm playing against the left hand, and my bass drum is playing against it. Now I'm going to take the stick control book, and we're going to play it 3 against 2. But this time we're going to establish a formula. All R's are going to be the floor tom-tom. All L's are going to be the bass drum. So I'm going to have this combination. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Line 3, for example, would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to play that approach to the stick control book against the triplet. We'll do it slow. Remember, the right equals the floor tom-tom, the left equals the bass drum. So I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You get that? Crystal clear, Robert? The video? No delay. And you're getting a delay. Stacy, you see what you have to do? And I thought it was me going crazy. Anyway, that's one approach. Now what I'm doing there, and I'll sit there and I'll do a line. For example, line 5. R's, remember this. L's are this. So I'm going to have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, I'm sorry. 1, 2, and 3. Line 3. Get used to doing that. Try to do the whole left-hand side of the page. Do I need to break that down a little bit more? It might have been. I mean, I sent you quite a few. It's 3 against 2. I have like about, I just told Stacy I'm going to be putting a book together called Stick Control Book with Polyrhythms. I have maybe right now 10 different ways with 3 pages on it, but they're going to be 6 pages. So I'm going to try to put it together with 90 pages. It might be. You understand? Robert, do you understand this? Or do you want me to break it down a little bit? Because that's one way to do the 3 against 2 with that left hand. We have actually 3 more different ways. I'm going to give you one more, and then the next 2 we'll do tomorrow. The first one, like I just did, was the triplet with the left hand. Okay, so there was no accent. It was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now the next one, we're going to place an accent on the count, the downbeat of the triplet. 1, 2, 3. 1, then put the 1, 2. Now we put the approach. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm really focused in. Was that break it down? Okay. I'm really focused in on that 3 with that left hand going down, tap, up. All right, let me back up a little bit here. We have a request to break it down somewhat. Polyrhythm, 2 different rhythms played at the same time or against each other. I'm playing an 8th note triplet, and I'm playing eighth notes with my right hand. 1 and. So if I play triplets, 1 and 2, 3, 4. However, I'm not counting my triplet as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm establishing that left hand as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. As 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now how do I get the 2 equalized to that downbeat with the 3? The reason why I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and, it's on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Simple. Does that help you out a little bit, Robert? 3 with the left hand, the triplet, but I'm counting the triplet to open up the space so I get the 2 in there. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3. So I'm just playing an eighth note vamp with my right hand and an eighth note triplet vamp with my left hand. Hi-hat, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it, all right. But now, the next approach, and this is a way to do it, I'm going to distribute the line between the bass drum and the floor tom-tom. I'm going to make all R's equal the floor tom-tom. All L's equal the bass drum. So I'm going to still count 1 and 2 and 3 and then play that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. As 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. You got it? So now I'm going to play the eighth note triplet, no accent. So remember, the right is equal to the floor tom-tom, and the L is equal to the bass drum. I'm reading the first line. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and, sorry, let me get back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and, see, let me explain what I'm doing right now mentally. I'm thinking of what I'm going to be doing next. So what that did was distract me from what I'm doing. And that's one element that's a key to this whole thing, is focus. Now, I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 in, but as you play it faster, you don't have time to count that, you feel it. 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you do the whole line like that, like the whole left-hand side of the page. Or if you want to be adventurous enough, do the whole right side of the page, or the whole page, or all 1 through 72. See, really get focused in on this, 3 against 2, because, for example, I don't want to take away from the lesson right now, but I want to go to something else here to show you where we're going to be going as well. If I forgot, this is page 10, I think. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Now we're going to play that against the 3 with the bass drum. We're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to go, the 4 is going to be on the top. It's going to be, that's where we're going to be going later, not today, okay? So we have the 3 against 2, no accents. Actually, after a while, what becomes harder is remembering, what did I make the R? Was it the floor tom-tom or was it the bass drum? So do this nice and slow. That's the first guy. The second guy is the 8th note triplet again. But this time, what we're going to do is put an accent on the downbeat of the triplet. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay, and you have to be continuous with this. The down, tap, up, down, tap, up, and we'll do that same pattern. We're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. There you go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But notice I did not go away from the down, tap, up. So actually, instead of just sitting there on a drum pad or a snare drum going down, tap, up, down, tap, up, down, tap, up, down, tap, up, you're expanding on that. You're working the hell out of that left hand. Plus you're playing against it and you're strengthening it. Do we agree with that or not? 6 people are here, but only 2, you, Stacy. All right, that's okay. This is up and running again. We'll see what happens, okay? Do we understand that? Now, that's the 3 against 2, the left-hand side of the page, or if you want to do the whole page. R equals the right hand on the floor tom-tom. R equals the bass drum against the triplet. 2 different ways. The triplet without an accent, and the triplet with the accent on the downbeat. The next one we're going to go to is the triplet with the accent on the last beat of the triplet. And then we're going to play a run of, that's the third way. The fourth way is we're going to get a feel on the triplet. This is hard to do because what we're going to do is, I have to write this out for everybody. We're going to play constant 8th note triplet with the left hand. And we're going to play that 3 against 4 because we're going to play a half note triplet on top of that. If you remember how to count the half note triplet, I'm going to be working on that page come this afternoon. And when I get a couple pages together, I'll send them out. But anyway, if you remember how to count the half note triplet, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the, and we're going to put that with the left hand. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and, I'm sorry, 3 and the 4 and the. So I'm going to write that out for everybody. Okay? You might get it today, you might get it tomorrow, I don't know, but you'll get it within the next couple of days. So we're trying to work that left side. All right, and the Morello book, I don't have it in front of me. I have to go get it. I can't memorize all these books. I mean, it drives me crazy. I just feel like a computer programmer right now. Anyway, when you come back tonight's lesson is not on YouTube. It's on my site. My site is still open. It's free until January 1st. Just try to remember your password, all right? You don't need one right now because it's open. You can go to it. But try and remember your password. If you don't remember your password, there is a function on there that you can reset your password. Okay? All right, so I am going to write all this stuff out, and it's not easy. So we're staying with the 3 against 2, and I don't want to overlap it with the 3 against 4. Stay on the 3 against 2, okay? Let me see something for a minute. Hold it. One second, guys. Guess not. All right. So, how we make it out with your double bass? Well, you two guys are double beaters, man, double bass drums. We could do the same exercise, 3 against 2. Let me give you one more exercise. We're going to do the 3 on the bottom. Now, this is not hard. It's a little confusing. You have to do it slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now run the stick control book down. Hold on. Run the stick control book down on the top. You have 1, 2, 3. That's the first line. Line 3. See that, Robert? You see it? You're sitting there for 10 minutes, practice, you get it down, you're playing triplets. Instead of just sitting there playing eighth note triplets. Forget it. Okay? Now, I've been on since 1:45, and I'm going to stay on to 1:30. So we got all of that, right? Now, when you say feet and hands, you're separating them or you're doing them in unison? Or harmonically, so better term. If I do stick control book with my feet, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, line 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So you do that with your feet alone, then you do it with a snare, correct? Bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, line 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another way. Snare drum and the bass drums with a vamp. Or you could do them in unison. When I do them in unison, I usually teach you with the hi-hat, but you guys are double bass drum players. I'm not a double bass drum player, but this does help. In unison, 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Got it? Or you could do it with your hi-hat. I like that because that's the forgotten foot. 2, 2, both ways, 3 ways. That's harmonic. That's good. And that's a great exercise. You know, if you spend some time on that, you're going to have some outrageous feet. There's guys I know that have done by itself stick control with the vamp, for a couple years. You want to see their calves. They look like cross-country runners. Stacy, you still there? Anyway, Robert, if you change your mind about coming to New Jersey the first weekend of November, I still have that one opening. Stacy, you have any questions? You got to get on your drums, young lady. All right, one more exercise with the left hand. It's not really the stone killer, but you can call it that. You're going to play a 16th note vamp. 1 E and 2 E and. Now that's easy. And do the stick control, but play all the rights down. On the floor, tom tom. 1 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. So on and so forth. Remember that one? Okay, that's good. That helps. At least you're with music, Stacy. Okay. Anyway, what I want to do, and like when I say I refer to it as a stone killer, because there's the 3 sections in the back with the 16ths, without the accent. 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. With the next one, you had the accent on the first stroke. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Then you're going to play all the rights down on the floor. 1 E and 2. Look at the left hand. Up. I'm utilizing the level. You've been working on them, Robert? Yes, I spoke to Steve Forster yesterday, and we set a date, Sunday, the 25th, 3 p.m. on YouTube. Well, that's how I got that. See, when I studied with Joe, there was no stone killer. See, the way he progresses it is for somebody who doesn't have endurance. 2 measures, 4 rights, 4 lefts. Then 8 rights, 8 lefts, so on and so forth, like the triangle. But that is the stone killer. Now remember, the 25th, Sunday, 3 p.m. YouTube. Steve and I are going to be having a discussion and a demonstration about his new book. Okay, and there's also going to be door prizes again, like his book and my PDFs. You guys don't need the PDFs, you need a book. Who don't have it? Do you have his book, Stacy? Jimmy? Yeah, Steve's book. So you don't need it. Now you say, yes, I am. Are you coming to New Jersey, Robert? I didn't get that question, the answer to that. Nobody put anything into the chat except Robert. It's a good book. Nobody put anything in the chat unless Robert puts it in. Robert, have you changed your mind about coming to New Jersey the first weekend of November? Okay, that's not a problem. Maybe next one in the spring we'll do one. maybe April. Okay. All right, anyway, tonight, remember, tonight's lesson is on my site. Hey, Jimmy, did you get notification that I'm live online? Yeah, that will be in the spring. Jimmy, did you get notification that I was broadcasting? If you're not subscribed to my channel, you're not going to get a notification. So you can put that in there, Jim. 9 people are watching, but only a few people are in the chat. I don't understand that. Tonight, we're doing my site all week. 7 p.m. lessons are on my site. All 1 p.m. lessons, Jimmy, don't you read the email? All 1 p.m. lessons are on YouTube. Yeah, you're only going to get it on YouTube. You're not going to get it on my site. You're not going to get any notifications. Just be there at 7. I'll be broadcasting. Tonight we're going to explore 3 against 4. You guys have sheets. 3 against 2, 3 against 4. I will try. What I can do with the lessons is record them. You don't have to do that, Jim. 1 p.m. lessons are here. 7 p.m. lessons are on my site. I'm going to try to record it from my site. If I can, I will send you the video. I don't know if it's. I'm not going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to send it directly to you. Hopefully it opens. If it doesn't open, then I have no choice but to put it on YouTube. Okay, guys, do we have any questions about 3 against 2? Review the pages I sent you, 3 against 4. Because we're going to work with 5 against 2, 5 against 3, 5 against 4. There's a lot. It's in progress. I'm going to try to make the book as inexpensive as possible. I'm going to try to hit anywhere between 90 and 100 pages for $29.95. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that pricing? Because I have to bind it and mail it. Marcio, how are you? Dinero. Marcio, you know, I could block you from coming on this. You've been coming on this for 2 years, and you haven't even sent me 5 dinero. 5 dinero. Okay. We're going to work a little bit on the Joe Morello book tonight as well. So I have the Morello book and the 3 against 4. And then I'm coming together with you guys to do maneuvers around the drum set from the Joe Casadas book and from my own. And from the stick control book with the turnarounds. Okay, guys? Any questions before I tighten up? Any questions? Where did Marcio go? Huh. Well, tough. We got insulted. No, there's a book rate. It will cost the same price if I shipped it to California or if I shipped it to my next town. Jimmy, did you get any word from your friend? Okay. Hey, Jimmy, call me after the lesson. Okay? I will see everybody tonight, 7 o'clock, my site. See you tonight, Robert.